Hello and welcome. Today we're diving into a really fascinating glitch in our thinking. It's a hidden bias that pretty much secretly runs the show when we make decisions. It's called the ambiguity effect, and it's all about our weird obsession with known risks over unknown ones.
So let's just jump right in with a little thought experiment. I'm going to ask you to make a choice, a simple bet. And hey, there's $100 on the line. Hypothetically, of course.
Okay, picture this. There's a bucket in front of you, and inside that bucket are 30 balls. Simple enough, right?
Now here's the first thing you know for sure. Exactly 10 of those balls are red. That's a hard fact.
But here's where things get a little fuzzy. The other 20 balls, they're a total mystery. They're a mix of black and white, but you have no idea what that mix is. Could be 20 black, could be 20 white, could be 10 and 10. You just don't know.
All right, so here's the bet. You win that $100 if you draw the right color. So, what's it gonna be? Option X, where you bet on drawing a red ball, and you know there are exactly 10 of them. Or option Y, where you bet on drawing a black ball, where the number could be anything from 0 to 20. Go ahead, pick one.
Okay, got your answer? Well, if you're like almost everyone else who's ever done this, you probably picked option X. You bet on red.
But here's the kicker. What if I told you that mathematically, picking the safe bet gives you 0 advantage? What if the odds of winning were actually identical?
Let's crunch the numbers real quick, because this is where our intuition just goes completely off the rails. Your chance of drawing a red ball is easy, right? 10 out of 30. That's a 1 in 3 shot. Now for the black balls. Even though you don't know the exact number, the average you should expect is 10, which means your probability of drawing a black ball is, you guessed it, also 10 out of 30. Rationally, the bets are the same.
And that feeling, that powerful, illogical pull toward the known option, that is the ambiguity effect. It's our brain's default setting to pick the choice where we know the odds, even if another choice with unknown odds is just as good or even better. And believe me, this isn't just some brain teaser. It's a well-documented bias. It was first written about by an economist named Daniel Ellsberg way back in 1961. And the experiment he ran, it was basically the exact one we just did.
So that brings us to the big question, right? Why? Why on earth is our brain wired to do this? To pick the certain option when there's no actual advantage? What is going on up there?
Well, it all comes down to a mental shortcut, a heuristic, if you want to get technical. Our brain basically has this one simple rule it follows. If you have to choose, just avoid the one with missing information. That uncertainty, that gap in our knowledge, feels like a risk all by itself.
And this quote just nails it. It's the uncertainty itself that makes option Y feel like a bad choice. It has nothing to do with the actual odds. It's about how uncomfortable our brains are with not knowing the full story. And that discomfort is so strong that we just run to the safety of option X.
So here's the bottom line. The ambiguity effect is this powerful mental shortcut that makes us value the comfort of certainty way more than we value the cold, hard facts of math. We would rather take a risk we can see and measure than a risk we can't, even if they're exactly the same.
So let's make this personal. Now that you know what to look for, where is this bias showing up in your life? I mean, really think about it. Are you sticking with your current job, the known quantity, instead of exploring a new career that feels ambiguous but might have a way bigger payoff? Or in finance, it's why we stick our money in a simple savings account we understand, instead of trying an investment that's a bit fuzzy but could earn us way more. The ambiguity effect isn't just a party trick with colored balls, it's a powerful force keeping us in our comfort zone. And just knowing it exists, that's the first step to making a truly rational choice.